Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. And in this video, we're going to be going over the top 5 ways to level in Diablo 4 currently. So the first one we're going to go to is Nightmare Dungeons. Now hold up. I know immediately everyone's going to go, yeah, but Nightmare Dungeons aren't efficient. They kind of can be. If you play them well, if they are within that 3 level bracket, so they are 3 levels above whatever you currently are, and the affixes aren't too bad. You stack a load of them up, so you're farming the same dungeons. You do all of the process quite efficiently. They can actually be a good source of experience. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not the best in the game, and that will be coming up shortly, but they are certainly a viable alternative. So I would really urge you not to just dismiss them entirely. Um, that we can also use Nightmare Dungeons to now reset dungeons for us, which I'll talk about more later in the video. So the second option is Ironhold. Now, Ironhold, I personally am not a massive fan of, but it has been a consistent one for a little while now, although we are expecting it to be nerfed. Ironhold does basically you go through to the first objective. Once you kill the jailer and get his key, you then go and unlock the door. You ignore pretty much everything up to this point. You kill one mob and run through as fast as you can. There will be 2 spawns of elite packs. Now, these spawns of elite packs, you want to AoE them all down, kill them ASAP. You'll get a ton of experience and you'll get a good chunk of drops as well. Now, I would say Ironhold is probably one of the better options in these lists for trying to actually gain rares and legendaries because you're killing a really condensed like 15 elite mobs all in one area. You loot them up, you reset and go again. Now that's something that is really fast paced and you can just continuously do it. I don't like the fact that you don't really kill anything else in the dungeon or nothing else is really efficient to kill, but that's just my thoughts on it. In terms of this run, I was getting when I calculated it before, I was not getting fantastic levels of experience, and it did depend on kind of where the jailer was, how fast I was running through. I was getting somewhere around the 600, 550, 600k mark with elixirs in like 2.5, 3 minutes. And there are actually better options than that on this list. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely an option. Moving into the next one then, which is Blind Burrows. So in Blind Burrows, you go in, you slay 3 infested villagers, you'll kind of pull all the spiders and maggots and everything else into one room in one big pack, blow them up, and then you will continue past the first objective. You'll go into a little room and do an event. You'll go to like literally the next pack where there should be an elite pack, kill them, and then reset the dungeon. It's quite a quick little run, and with a bit of efficiency, you can do this actually in sort of about 3 minutes, and it's one of the better XP options. Although I do have to say, the drops from here, now that there's been whatever the nerf is atrocious. So I would say that potentially that's one to kind of look out for. That maybe this isn't the best one for farming gear. Finally, then, of our dungeons, we have Aldus Cave. Now, Aldus Cave is the new one that's been found, and again, we are expecting these to probably be nerfed following Blizzard's pattern currently. But Aldus Cave can be really quick. You go through and do a 2.5 minute run with 600k plus experience. It's really good. It does have a decent amount of elites in there, although, again, if you're going to farm loot, I would recommend Ironhold. But yeah, I mean, you go through, you clear the 3 barricades and kill kind of everything you can on the way. You don't waste too much time with it. Go through the barricades, you then get to this travel to the bandits' hideout, where you will get a slay all enemies. Now, it's really important that you actually slay all the enemies down to 0, because at like 1 or 0 mobs left, there will be a horde that spawns, which is an extra 30 mobs. And obviously, they all spawn together, so they're quite dense. And finally, we have Call of the Ancients. Now, I've talked about this a lot, and I don't want it to seem like I'm only bringing it up because I found it or whatever. It genuinely to me still feels like the best farm in the game. It's around 600k experience in that 2.5 minute mark. You get a good chunk of elites throughout the dungeon, so I would say it's comparable to Ironhold in terms of farming gear, while it's comparable to Aldous Cave in terms of XP per hour. I would say both of those are probably better individually, but this is a better combination. So this is a short, sweet video, just to go over what I was talking about before in terms of the XP reset then. So if you start a Nightmare Dungeon, go and do the first objective in a Nightmare dungeon, and then leave, and then go to whatever dungeon you wish to farm. Let's use Call of the Ancients as an example. Finish everything you want to farm, leave, and rejoin for whatever reason it currently resets. We don't know how long this is going to be in the game, and it's probably a bug. I mean, it's definitely a bug. So it is something that if you are going to take advantage of, now is the time. But yeah, so that's all I've got for you guys. Any questions, leave in the comments below. I'll be as quick as I can to get back to you. These are probably, I believe, the 5 fastest experience methods in the game currently. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.